ready to square off. As we'll see a team coming off a crucial bye week, the Georgia State Panthers, taking on the winners of 3 straight, the James Madison Dukes. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Georgia State will kick it off to get this game started. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Dukes offense will get the first possession of the game. Here he comes, and obviously defense is always going to be aware of a quarterback, but boy, he finds a way to put defenses on their heels all the time, David.
I mean, what can't he do? He's got the weapons, he's got the confidence, he's got the experience. Jesse, these kind of guys are so hard to defend.
You're right. They better be able to find a way to get pressure on him, because if they don't, this is going to be a long day.
And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain. Here's the handoff. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21. And the Dukes moving quickly to the line. Snap from the gun on 3rd down. That's it fly. Oh, did he find a hole in the defense? Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
This defense has to find a way to account for this tight end. He's working the middle of the field, and I don't know if that was a busted coverage, but there was nobody near him. That's just too simple.
He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. The Dukes have this offense rolling.
Well, you're seeing the balance this offense has and how they can create explosive plays in a variety of ways. We just saw one come in the run game, and now you see one coming in the passing game.
Fires into traffic, intercepted. Bringing it back. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And how about that play by the defense here early in this game opening drive, facing one of the best quarterbacks in all of college football, and they're able to get an interception. That is going to be massive for their confidence in this game.
The offense set for a first down play. Movement here from the tight end. To the air on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Jamison. Tackled at the 43 after picking up 10.
The QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. He had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, first down.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. What a nifty run there to pick up the first down. And the Panthers come to the line with a new set of downs. Wide receiver shows motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Past the 30. He's off to the races. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Georgia State. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish things off with a 44-yard touchdown pass. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive that made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
They'll keep it on the ground. A run up the middle is stopped for no gain. And the Dukes in the hurry up. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. He's going to take off. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. Offense lining up quickly.
Nice job. Nice way to end that play for the QB. He does a really good job scrambling, getting the first down, and getting down. Because defensively, I'm trying to get a lick. Anytime I can hit the quarterback, that is a win.
He's brought down. Solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. Defense looks like they're coming. On second down, he's looking downfield. And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack. The defense coming up big there, and the sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home, and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and that's fun to be a defensive coordinator calling the plays.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Dances away to buy time. Trying to make Matt. Oh, it's out. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
And this QB has the ability to make huge plays and scramble around and do things off schedule. But that time he coughed it up. Did a great job of getting outside the pocket, but the defense closed in, forced the fumble, recovered it. Great job by the defense.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Looking to buy time. It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage. After the misconnection, it's second down. He's looking to throw. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Running back goes in motion. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And he was drilled just as he released the pass.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. They put it on the ground last time they had it. Got to take care of it this time, David.
And I think you've got to put in context. A lot of times fumbles are just luck. You just got to move on, give him the football again, Jesse, and not worry about it.
I think that's a good point there, David. Get him the ball again to help him play the next play and know that he's okay. Because when that guy's playing well, this offense is on fire.
And when you get zone coverage and you're running curls and the wide receiver sprints off the ball, you know what happens? That DB starts to bail, and that wide receiver comes back, and it's easy pitch and catch for the offense.
And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. On second down, he'll let it fly. Zings it complete to the right. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. The Dukes will hustle to the line. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. They keep attacking through the air. He looks that one in nicely.
It's early in the game, and as offenses try to get their rhythm, these easy completions are very important because that's what helps you get your feet underneath you as an offense and as a unit. And hopefully, as this game goes on, they'll be able to rev up and get more aggressive taking shots.
Fires to the tight end. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. I think a big part of this for young quarterbacks out there is if you're going to be throwing into zone coverage, you got to throw on time. You can't stare down receivers because the entire defense has their eyes on you, so you can't telegraph where the ball's going. You've got to hold it to the very last possible second. Try to freeze defenders with your eyes and then throw the ball into open areas of the field, anticipating where your guy's going to be.
From the gun, the running back has it. Finally pulled down, but not before moving the chains for a first down. And the Dukes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. quick strike complete. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. Kept it on the ground last time. Let's see if they go back to it on second down. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. Coming after it. The freshman able to get home with the sack. A little less room to work with now as the ball's at the 28 and it's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Floating away. Gets it past the marker for a first down, and that's the way we will wrap up the first quarter. That's the end of the quarter. Georgia State has the lead here. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we played one period. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. Right back to the well. Couldn't fight his way out of his grasp. The Duke headed quickly to the line. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Fires to the tight end. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, fellas, here's a quick update on a top 15 clash today. NC State has the lead right now. This team can really open up the playbook at times, but I'm not sure this game is over just yet. They're up by 6 over Florida State. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Finds the tight end. And he might be known for run fits, but that was a sure and heavy tackle on the tight end. Here comes the offense on second down. He's looking to throw. Got his man in the middle. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. They'll go to the ground. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. Keeps it on the bootleg. He throws one to the left. And he makes the catch inside the 25. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22.
How great is it to have a running back who can basically run your entire route tree? You don't see a lot of guys line up and then run vertically down the field, get open, and make a big play. This dude is special.
Headed to the end zone, and he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Panthers! And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And it was capped with an explosive 22-yard run. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. The passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field. Find those guys down the field.
You know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. But I like David's idea. Maybe move some guys around and see if you can create some better one-on-one matchups.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Finds his target down the middle. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You've set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and settle down.
He couldn't find much running room there. Didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. Georgia State takes over, ready to send out the offense. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well, Palmer. They executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
Caught close to the marker. It's Jamison. Off he goes. And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, Panthers. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6. And the extra point makes it a 21-3 lead.
And this offense is clicking. Another touchdown. Didn't have to go far for this drive, but this offense is doing what they want, how they want, when they want.
James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. This is hardly the start they dreamed of, down 21-3. But get a touchdown here and you feel like you're back in it, Jesse.
Yeah, and it's frustrating for this offense as well because they've got the horses. They've got playmakers to light the scoreboard up, much more than the 3 points we're seeing here. I think you just got to stay true to yourself, do you, David, and know that the points are going to come.
Well, it's also frustrating when the defense is giving up points.
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
Trying to escape and get it himself. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. And the Dukes line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. On the return, it's McCoy. He'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. Guys, the Georgia State offense returns to the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
On second down, they'll take to the air, feeling some heat. And down goes the quarterback. There are penalty flags down, but it looks as if this might be on the offense. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with results of the play. It's third down now. They ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. As we reach the 2-minute warning, they'll need to try to get a stop to keep this thing from getting out of hand. Now facing a third and long. He's looking downfield to throw. He uncorks a bullet to the right. And he reels it in inside the 30. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. Georgia State ready to go with another 1st and 10. Getting some heat. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure... And down he goes at the 30. Now the offense has to overcome the negative play after the defense comes up with a sack. They're trying to get to him. Setting up the screen. At the 20, he's got just plowing down the field. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. No matter how many times they tell you to look for it, it is tough to defend a perfectly executed screen.
Yeah, because I'm trying to go get the quarterback, and everything looks like pass, but when you see it, when you see that screen, you got to retrace your steps, get back in the play. Nice job by the offense, but the defense just has to recognize that a little bit sooner.
They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of pay dirt.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Quarterback keeps it. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Georgia State. Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point gives them a 28-3 lead. So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really, really quickly. They need to put something together here, Tony.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. He wants to pass it on 2nd down. And the freshman will chalk up a sack.
A loss of 8 yards on the play. 3rd down coming up.
We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
With the score, Georgia State 28.
Fellas, you've had yourselves a great broadcast so far today in Harrisonburg. And we have to start this halftime breakdown by addressing the play of this elite wide receiver. This is clearly a young man who, once he's finished playing on Saturdays, he's going to be playing on Sundays. The kid has different gears. He has a knack for finding gaps in the defense. And I can't remember a college player with that kind of catch radius.
Trying to set the tone on the ground in the second half. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the 1st down and sets them up beautifully here. Now on 2nd down. Leaves it with the back. Fighting off the defender. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a 1st down.
And listen, the offensive line has to do their job, but a really good job by the running back understanding where his hole is. Go hit it, get the 1st down, don't mess around. Nice job following his hole, getting positive yards.
After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
Man, the defense, you hold your breath. When this receiver has the football out in space, you have got to make sure you're playing with outstanding pursuit. Nice job there, but as this game goes on, they've got to keep an eye on this guy and make sure they know where he is at all times.
This Georgia State offense ready to go with another 1st down. Looking to move it through the air. Trying to make magic on the scramble. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
Inside the 25. Picks up the 1st down and gets down to avoid contact. The stress that a guy who can run that fast puts on a defense, even if it's a pass play, he has them on edge all the time.
Oh, the D coordinator. This guy gives them nightmares every night leading up to this game because if you don't have people accounting for him and your eyes go to the wrong place or someone's out of position, that dude is gone.
He'll toss it. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia State. And the route is on.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
On the move from inside his 5. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. They'll throw it on first down. Moving away from pressure. And he tries to get away, but he cannot. He's taken down. He'll lose a couple.
And there's no mystery as to why this team's losing today. They've given up 5 sacks. They cannot keep their quarterback upright, and you just saw another example of it right there. He has never been able to get into rhythm throwing the football.
He's looking for a man on second down. Floats it out in space. Tackled immediately after the catch.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible, and sometimes it doesn't work in the running game, but I can throw it to him. I can try to create some space out wide, dump him the football, let him make some catches, and see if I can't get some big plays out of it.
Pressure's there, and he lets it go. A little floater there that falls incomplete. The Dukes will line up to punt it away. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Georgia State takes over, ready to send out the offense. That running game was impressive, taking them right down for a touchdown last time, David.
Yeah, just mauling. No secret play calls, just simply we are more physical than you, and we're pounding the football right at you.
So if you're on offense this next drive, take a look at their safeties and see if they're creeping up into the box. Because of your success running the football, this might be time to take a shot down the field and play action.
Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back.
False start. Offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. This offense has a second down play. He's looking to throw. Got the back over the middle. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker. Now a first down from the 45-yard line. He's going to pass. Finds his tight end. Ran through the tackle, and he's got room to run. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. That's the end of the quarter. Georgia State has the lead here. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth-quarter comeback. The Panthers getting set on 1st and 10. He wants to throw. They're bringing heat. Hauls it in. He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense 1st and goal from the...
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, he was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Pocket starts to collapse. They'll wrap him up, and he didn't find the same kind of running room this time as he did on the previous play. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Whoops, someone moved a little bit early. Offense going to pick up a 5-yard penalty.
False start, offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Toss sweep to the right. Touchdown, Panthers! And the beatdown has ensued. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter out there. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a rhythm.
Best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
Offense getting set for 1st down.
Get set, get set.
He's looking to throw it. Grabbed in the middle. It's Beal. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the 1st down.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
He's looking for an open man on 2nd down. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
Screen pass just not working there. You figure at this point of the game, trailing, you're going to have to be more aggressive and take some shots. You usually run screen passes when you think there's going to be a blitz, but because the defense has the lead, they're just sitting back and playing big zones.
They're going to try to throw for it on 3rd down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Beal. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the 1st down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown. That was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Takes the easy one to the back. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
He's going to run it. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. And the Dukes send out the punt unit. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Fair catch, called for and made. Guys, the Georgia State offense returns to the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute them.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
The give as they work on that clock. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the 1st down.
And that's all you want, right? You want that 1st down, understand the situation, understand I got to get north and south, get a 1st down, get a new set of downs.
Looking for a crease. It's King. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
He makes a catch. All the way out to the 37-yard line. It's a gain of 15. And the Panthers have it with a 1st and 10. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Quickly complete. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down.
Well, they execute the in route. Now, how about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
Comes out throwing on first down. Trying to get to it. And the quarterback bought some time, but not enough. Down he goes with the sack.
That's a play the defense needed, right? It's been a battle all game long. Here we are. It's late. Everybody's tired. They've given up a few yards on this drive, but they come away with a huge sack at a big moment.
Pressure coming. And that pass picked off. And he's wrapped up after a solid...
By James Madison.
And that's got to feel good, and that's a play this young man is never going to forget. His first interception of the season. Great job reading the QB's eyes and getting to the football.
They'll throw it on first down. Coming after it. The freshman able to get home with the sack.
And, man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence and it makes you want to believe in them. This offense has a lot of work to do before their next football game.
He wants to throw here on second down. Feeling some heat. And the pressure gets to him again. Another sack.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man. Doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on. And now just throw another sack in the equation. Hitting the quarterback, being disruptive. They've been all over.
And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack. The Dukes will punt it away on fourth down. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. One more play to pad the stats. On the run, it's King. And they get him on the ground, and that's going to do it. All game is over. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against you. You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football.
I think as a player, you just love being in such great rhythm. And we saw that right from the get-go in this game. Offense just able to matriculate the ball down the field. Defense was not giving anything up. What a great game plan coming in. And this was just total domination.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.